Hello fragrance community, my name is Chris North and this is Smelly King Cologne Reviews. Today we're going to be doing the review of 3 Mont Blanc colognes from the Mont Blanc Legend line. We have Mont Blanc the Original, Mont Blanc Night, and finally Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Okay. The first one we're going to cover is the Mont Blanc Original. And this one came out in 2011, and the notes that are in this are lavender, pineapple, bergamot, red apple, oak moss, dried fruit, geranium, rose, tonka bean, and sandalwood. It smells a lot like Abercrombie Fierce, which if you are around my age and you've been into any mall at any point in your life, I'm sure you smelled this. And a little bit maybe like CK Into You, a little bit of that as well. It has a weak projection, as in it doesn't, project very well. It sits kind of close to the skin. It smells very nice, and the average life on this seemed to me to be about 4 hours, and then after that I stopped smelling it. It does benefit more than Fierce in the fact that it is cheaper than Fierce. This 6.7 ounce bottle costed me about $140. You can get a 6.7 ounce bottle of this for about $55. So it's a big difference if you were looking to sort of get that Fierce vibe but not have to spend the money for Fierce. Then you can certainly go for this. And because it's so cheap, you can also just reapply. It's not that big of an issue if it starts to fade. I'm going to leave a link to each one of the ones that I have here in the video below so that you guys can look, and I'm going to put a link to the places where I buy them, so they're a little bit cheaper than retail. These actually retail between $75 and $120, so it's closer to the Fierce range, but there's some really good places you can get these for a lot cheaper. It's a very well balanced fragrance, but again, it doesn't project very well and it doesn't last very long. So if you get it, it would be something you'd probably have to be reapplying quite often. I'm going to give this a rating of 6.3 out of 10. Okay. We're going to move on to the next one, which again is Night. And it's not the same formula at all. It doesn't smell the same at all. Legend Night's notes are mint, cardamom, bergamot, apple, lavender, violet, cedar, black vanilla husk, musk, vetiver, and patchouli. And this came out in 2017, and this one is classified as a woody aromatic fragrance. And I recommend wearing this one in the winter and fall, not so much in the summer. You could probably pull it off on the colder days in the spring, but this is definitely a date night fragrance. It once again, just like the other one, sits close to the skin, and it's not a projection monster. It's not going to project very, very far, but it smells really good. It's very well balanced. It's smoothly mixed. And it's very heavy on the vanilla, so if you like fragrances with vanilla, this one packs a punch. And at the end, it's woody and spicy, which is very nice. The prices range between $28 for this one, which is the one I got, and $40 for the bigger 3.3 ounce. If you pay full retail for it, it's about $70 to $100, which again, I don't recommend paying full retail if you don't have to. And this one I'm going to give a 7.1 out of 10. Okay. And last but not least, we have Legend Spirit, and you notice the design is the same on all the bottles. You have the Mont Blanc on both sides, the symbol on the cap, and the symbol on the front, and the badge code on the bottom. This one came out in 2016, and the notes in this one are a lot different. Grapefruit, bergamot, pink pepper, watery or aquatic notes, lavender, cardamom, white musk, white woods, oak moss, and cashmere woods, and this one is also classified as a woody aromatic. Again, this one came out in 2016. This one is best for the summer and spring, but really you could rock this all year round. This is a projection monster compared to the other two. This one I have worn in the winter recently, and I can smell it through the cold. It lasts in the cold, and this one lasts about 8 hours. So longevity, it's definitely a projection monster, and you don't really need to spray too much. I think three sprays is probably plenty. The only problem with this one is it can be a little offensive to some people if you spray too much, so you have to be careful of that because it is very citrusy and it comes off pretty strong. which is again why you don't have to spray too much and why it projects very well. The prices for this one range between $36 for the 3.3 ounce, which is this one, or $52 for the big 6.7 ounce. And again, full retail for this is more, between $75 and $92, depending on the size that you get. I'm going to give this one a rating of 8.2 out of 10. This is definitely the favorite of the three. But each of them have their own uses. This is a very nice summer fragrance. This is very nice if you want compliments, if you want to be able to be smelled. This one's more low-key date night. Sits closer to the skin, smells really good. It's very vanilla-y and woody. And this is just a nice everyday cologne that you can wear. Okay. Now we do have a giveaway, as you probably saw in the thumbnail. I have one small version of each one of these, Spirit, the original, and Night. And I'm going to be giving all three of these to one individual. The way that you can be entered is by liking, subscribing, and commenting on the channel. You can comment anything from a cologne that you recommend that I review. If you've smelled these, tell me what you think about them. And any kind of feedback, positive or negative. This is my first video. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm still reading off of some notes in front of me. So any kind of feedback is nice. And the last thing you have to do is follow me on my Instagram. It's SmellyKing15, if you can see it here. That's where I'm going to be posting information about upcoming videos. I'm going to be posting information on giveaways. I'm going to be putting information on who won the giveaway on there, and that's how you'll be able to claim the prize. So I'm going to give everyone, once the video's up, I'm going to give it a week to air, and then I'll select a winner there, and I'll post it on my Instagram before the next video. But good luck on the drawing. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to do this with me, I guess, and stay safe and stay fresh. Thank you.